Going on, guys? Paul Tech here again, and today we have another comparison between the LG G2 and the Samsung Galaxy S6. So we're going to run a Geekbench 3 test and see the scores that we get between the two. Now on this LG G2, this is about 3 years old, and it's still running perfectly good and smooth, and can't say enough about this device. I really love it, really enjoy using it, and it's a 5.2-inch display. As you can see here, you got LG branding on the bottom. You got your front-facing camera, proximity sensors, notification light up on top, Verizon branding up on top, and on the over here to my right, we got the Samsung Galaxy S6 front-facing camera, proximity sensors, notification light. We got the home button there. We got recent apps, and we got a back button as well. And we do have on-screen buttons here, back, home, recent apps. Let's go ahead and just clear out the recent apps there on both of these here. There we go. And design-wise, obviously two different styles here. We got, but they're very similar in some ways because both of these have a non-removable back and a non-removable battery as well. So, and on the bottom there, they got almost identical placements with speaker, charging port, headphone jack. This does have the quick charging, and LG G2 does not have quick charging. So we got a 13 megapixel camera on the G2, and we got a 16 megapixel camera on the S6 with heart rate sensor. So, and of course the S6 does have the fingerprint scanner as well, so very good for security. On the other hand, we do have knock code on the G2. Let's go ahead and go down to settings here real quick, and let's go ahead and take a look at storage. So both of these devices have a non-expandable storage. So we got 32 gigabytes on the G2 here and 64 gigabytes on the S6. So both of these are very similar because neither of them have expandable storage as well. So battery, we got a 3000 milliamp built-in battery on the G2, and we got a 2550 milliamp battery on the S6, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, please correct me in the comments below. So there we have it, and both of these are on Lollipop. So let's go ahead and just check out software. So 5.0.2 on the G2 and 5.1.1 on the S6 there. All right, so let's go ahead and run this Geekbench 3 test, and just to kind of see the numbers we get here. So again, S6, last year's flagship by Samsung, and so let's just see Geekbench 3, there it is. Geekbench 3, there it is. And this is 3-year-old, yep. So over here we have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 and the Exynos 7420 over here. So CPU speed is a little bit different there. The Adreno 330, the Mali T760. So let's go ahead and run benchmarks here. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do this. So overall, I like both of these devices. If I had to choose one, gosh, that would be really hard to do. Right now, S6 is my daily driver. I'm using it. I'm testing it out. I've had the G2 for some time now. It's still one of my favorite devices. I haven't sold it. I just can't part with it yet, just because I love everything about it. I love the display. I love the camera. So it would be nice if the G2 did have quick charge, but unfortunately it doesn't. A good thing with this is it does have quick charge, but the battery does drain rather quickly on the S6. I gotta say probably more than the 3000 milliamp on the G2, but this can charge up a whole lot faster. So yeah. Anyways, let's get back to this test here. 89%, 95%, 93%. Let's see, what are the scores we get? All right. So single score 938 on the G2, 1045 single score on the S6. So 2741 multi-score G2 and 4103 multi-score on the S6. So there you have it. Those are the two scores. So if anybody was out there wondering, this is the scores we got here. So not too much of a difference on single score core right there. but on multi-score, yeah, there is a pretty much a big difference there. We got 4,103 and 2,741. So definitely the S6 is rocking some higher numbers here. But as you've seen from my previous video that I did, the G2 can basically keep up with the S6. So those are just some numbers that you can see there. The processor as well. Go ahead and show you that. And there we have it. So if anybody was curious out there, these are the scores that we got here. So, all right, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button and please subscribe for more future videos. This is Paul Tech, and I'll talk to you at the next one.